Hello and welcome to Where the Living Room Used to Be, a podcast about Rhode Island's music scene. RI5 with Nick Ryder. What is or was your favorite Rhode Island record store and why?
Well, that's the easy one. Armageddon Shop.
Yeah.
And since, like always, I think I went there the first time in 2007 or 2008. And I wish I'd gone there a year sooner because I heard about it because they put on a Nunslaughter show and I'd never seen Nunslaughter and it would have been the one time. And that was how it was like Armageddon Shop, Armageddon label. What is this? It's right in Providence. And it was like, I went in that store the first time and it was like the place I couldn't leave when I used to go there. And I didn't get to go there a lot, but it was like, you'd spend as much time as you could just because it was it was a place that is literally geared toward the type of music fan that I am. And like the way it's set up is set up for people like me who have a million questions and want to touch everything. Like, and they just got it. And they're really cool. Like it's like not a lot of businesses even last that long. So like the fact that it's like been 14 years or something since I went there the first time. And I was there recently and I bought 4 Dark Throne albums.
Yeah.
And I joked around. I was like, thanks for having every Dark Throne album. Like I could have, I would have spent less if you didn't.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Shout out to Armageddon and the whole team and what Ben has done. You know,
awesome, cool place. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. What is your favorite drink that's tied to the state?
Gee, I don't know. Because like off the top of my, like it's corny, but I pretty much only drink Gansets when I'm in Providence because it's like you associate them with being in a Rhode Island band.
Yeah.
It's the thing I associate with Providence. Like I remember drinking a Ganset and thinking like, can you walk around on this like outside AS220 and wondering if that was okay? And just some older guy walked by he wasn't even at the show and he walked by with a Ganset walking his dog. And I was like, oh, did you get that beer? He was like, no, don't you know it's legal to drink Gansets on the street of Providence? And like he said that. And I was like, that was a funny thing to hear. And I always assumed that to be true since 2008.
Yeah. I don't know if it is, but
not one of my favorite beers by far. In fact, like it's almost more of like a sentimental thing, I guess. I pretty much only get it when I'm at shows. And it's like what I think about when I'm at like a gig in Providence is like, again, if I don't get paid, I should at least get some Gansets.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. That's what
Gansett they got a lot of good beers though too. My craft beer friends are gonna rip me apart for doing a promo for Gansett, but all the other Gansett flavor is really good.
Exactly. Yeah, they have that
make
whole
a good beer when they feel like it.
Yeah. What is your favorite place in Rhode Island?
I don't know. Like I used to have a lot of sentimentality about the living room itself, just because it shined it was where we would go. It was like the one club you could get to easily as a kid with no GPS or MapQuest directions. Yeah. And I saw a lot of great shows there. Yeah. But like I'm a lot more sentimental about Newport these days just because my one of my best friends lives there and I just feel something when I'm there being I don't get in the ocean enough for a guy that should. Like when I do, I'm like, this is where I should be. And I kind of associate being in the ocean with almost being in Newport, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, I'm not an ocean guy. But
I was never really a beach guy. Like that was the thing is I never even liked going to the beach. And when I started, it was like, you just feel something different one day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get to go in the ocean enough. And when I do, I'm like, I feel like I should do it more.
Yeah. No, like there's definitely a level of just not even kind of being grateful for that. Like one of my, best friends is originally from Omaha, Nebraska. And he like before he even like moved out here, like anytime he was like remotely close to the ocean, he made it a point to like he at least no matter like what it was or what time of year it was. He's like, I need to get there. I need to put my feet in it, And like for me, just like growing up, again, I grew up outside of Worcester, Massachusetts, but I was like, whatever, like it's fine. I lived like an hour from the beach, still living in Providence. I'm like, I don't really want to go. My wife will go, bring the kids or whatever. But like, I'm like,
ocean state.
Yeah, I know. But you're right. I just need to be a little bit more grateful that, or just having a different perspective. Like it just, can kind of take it for granted that it's just the thing that's over there with all the people at it, but everyone else that's in the landlocked states of our country are like, dude, it's an impressive thing. The ocean, you should like appreciate it, So, next we have, what is your favorite Rhode Island pizza?
Well, there's some good ones, but I'm gonna go left field and do a little shameless self-promotion.
Well, there you go.
I work on a food truck, Fire Wagon Pizza Co., and we serve the Southern Mass and Rhode Island area. And not even to be like full of myself or whatever, but I've made pizza like my whole life. It's my job. And when we started this, we got this brick oven over from Italy, and it was like the first pizza I cooked in it was the best tasting pizza I'd ever had. And I literally was like, oh my God, guys, like I'm going to quit my other job. And they were like, oh, don't do that yet. And I was like, no, you guys don't know. Like I've been making pizza for 20 years and this is the best pizza I've ever had. And I just made it. And it's because of that oven. But there's something about a real Italian wood-fired oven that just anything you put in those ovens tastes delicious, like anything. But I don't know. I look forward to eating my own pizza in the off season. Like it's my off season right now. And I'm like looking forward to making Fire Wagon pizza again just to eat it.
Yeah, that's cool.
But if you haven't heard, I don't know, people look it up, Fire Wagon Pizza Co.
Yeah, where can people find that? And because you go to different events, and I'm assuming like
private catering and stuff like that. But we do a lot of parties, anything fun. We're those kind of people. We're a little different than a normal food truck because we don't serve food out of a truck. We make it on a trailer in front of you and put it in an oven, and you get your food like you see it made and you get it as it came out, which is kind of what we're known for. Yeah. But if Fire Wagon Pizza Co. We're on Facebook, we're on all that stuff. You can book us for events. It's really good. Like, not to seem, it's just I do love pizza. Yeah. And that is a funny thing is people say, who has the best pizza? I'm like, I do. Yeah. But it's really just, it's those ovens, man. Anything you put in a real would like Revival Brewing is really good pizza because they got the oven. And if you just have the oven and the right people to make it, like their pizzas look great and they taste great. It's good stuff.
That's awesome. And what is your favorite event that takes place in the state? And it could be anything. It doesn't need to be music. It could be, like a fun thing that you've been at.
Usual or any event in
just any event.
Time?
I mean, it can be a historic thing. It could be something that's, coming up in the future. It could be an annual thing. It could be, whatever. Just
it's kind of tricky, I guess. I think of like certain, because like, again, I tie Rhode Island to shows so much and there were some shows off the top of my head, like seeing like Sun at AS220 was really crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
And, but part of that too was like that was a day just walking around Providence. Like I saw a flyer for the Misfits at Lupo's, and I was such a psychotic Misfits fan growing up that seeing the Misfits for the first time at Lupo's still means more to me than a lot of shows I've ever seen. And I almost associate them with Lupo's, as weird as that sounds.
Yeah.
But it was one of my favorite shows I've ever been to, and it was one of those things where like when you started going to more shows there, you did realize like there's so much cool stuff that happens here and it's right here. And that's what I mean is there's almost too many. Like I try to go to as much stuff as I can. Like, I don't know. Cheesa Fest was awesome last year and I hope to do it again. It's like Revival Fest is cool every single year. There's a lot of things that are pretty cool every year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nick. Just glad you got to share this stuff. Shout out some of the awesome local businesses that we have here. And I really do appreciate it, Nick. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks again. Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, of course, man.
Comes to